Hey, how you guys doing? This is Chef Orlando coming at you for Chef Orlando's Kitchen. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to follow up on what we started on the other evening or the other afternoon when we were talking about knife handling. I've showed you some chops, I've showed you some dice. Well, today what we're going to do, we're going to break down a whole chicken. Now, I'm catering an event tomorrow. I could have ordered all of the chickens already prepared, but I wanted to make this a learning opportunity. So what I've done, I've taken a whole chicken and I'm going to show you how to break it down all the way from the beginning. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see what we're working with here. There we go. That is a beautiful whole chicken. Now, the beauty of this is this. This chicken cost me $5. Okay? So you can find these deals usually at Smart and Final. You can find these deals. So you figure if you bought 2 chickens, that's 2 whole chickens for $10. You can take a chicken and break it down into 8 pieces. That'll be 16 pieces. That will feed a family for $10. So I like showing this opportunity to feed your family. But it's really good to learn how to break the chicken down. So, we need a towel. If you hold on for 1 second, I really use a white towel. Okay. So, you need a nice clean towel, and this towel is clean, so you don't have to worry. And what you do, you make a slit right on the top of the chicken. Now, right here is the breastbone. So, you can't cut through the breastbone, so you cut to the side of the breastbone. We have a nice sharp knife. Remember I talked about this knife, we use it for larger jobs. This is a larger job. So we cut it, make a nice little slit there so we have somewhere to cut. Then we take our knives, we put it right in there. We take our nice towel, because it's a nice long knife, and we put our weight on it. And you can cut right through the breastbone. And what you want to do is have that open up just like that. Okay? So now, what we have here, we have the spine, right? Well, you can't cut through this. So what you're going to have to do is turn your chicken this way, right? And you cut right along the side of the spine here, okay? So, but you're gonna have to use your weight for this. You can probably hear the bones cracking. All right, it's not always the easiest thing to do, but it can be done. All right. You know what? I think we're gonna try use another knife because my weight distribution isn't as great as I would like for it to be. Say that it's not it. Just hold tight, okay? I'll help you. Okay. So now, 8-inch. Let's see, this one has more weight and a little more leverage. Okay? So now, let's get back in here. Let's get in. Let's get through these bones. Yeah, there we go. So now, we have 2 halves. Okay? We put 1 half over here. And now what we have to do, there, what we have to do, we have to cut to the side of on the other side of the spine. Okay? Now, the beautiful thing about things like the spine is you can use that for soups and stocks. Now, if you remember, as I talked to you guys about when you have a restaurant or even at home, ways to basically save you money. So instead of going out and spending X amount of dollars on stock and chicken broth, you can make your chicken broth. So what we do, we save this. So now what I've done, I've cut the spine out. We can save that. We'll put that right over here for now. Okay? So now, as I said, we have 2 halves of chickens. Now there are restaurants that serve this. There's a restaurant called Versailles. I love Versailles. It's Cuban food. You go in there and they serve you a whole half of a chicken for like I think it's like $16 or something like that. So now what we want to do, right here, you have the breast, you have the wing, and you have the thigh. All right. So what we want to do, we want to cut right through the bone here, and now we have a breast. All right. Cut right through that. Cut right to that bone. Yeah, sometimes a little bit of struggle, and usually this is the easier piece to cut. All right, there we go. All right, so now we have quarters of chicken. Okay, so now what we're going to do here is 1 second. We're going to get us a half 200 pan so we can put our chicken pieces in it right there. All right, now we'll push that back there a little bit. We're going to take this one out the way so we can work. We don't have tons of space here. All right, so now what we want to do, we find a joint. There's a joint right in here. Okay, now this one's a little tougher. Now we find that joint to separate the drumstick from the thigh. So now we have a drumstick and we have a thigh. All right, let's see so you can get a better sight. A drumstick and a thigh. So now what we're going to do, we're going to do something different with this chicken breast, because we're doing a party, and what we have here already cut up, this is called an airline chicken breast, or chicken supreme, what they would call us in a culinary class, or upscale culinary environment. All right, what you notice, you still have the little wing here. They call it a knob. Okay, so what we're going to do instead, as I said, I could have bought that, but I wanted to make this a learning opportunity for my students. So we cut through the wing, and we have that separate. Now, you know, these days, wings are some of the most expensive things you can buy in the store for obvious reasons. You know, a lot of stores, you know, right now we have wing stops, we have Buffalo Wild Wings, and so because of that, wings are more expensive, supply and demand. Give me 1 second. I had it right here in front of me. We have the boning knife. Remember I talked to you about the boning knife yesterday. Okay, what we want to do, these bones that run right up under the breast, this is the breast. What we want to do, we want to cut, and remember, always try to cut away from yourself. A lot of chefs will cut towards themselves. Now that I have this up where I can handle it, just cut just like that. Okay? All right, and you find the place where you can cut through this. Go to the top, so you can cut that off. And we're gonna save this because we're gonna make some chicken stock. Okay, because I have a sauce that I want to make, and there's nothing better than a fresh chicken stock. Cut right through there like that. Okay, we have another piece we're gonna use for our chicken stock there. All right, now, but we want to go back. Now, they call this the chicken tender. A lot of times in restaurants, the chicken tenders that you get is this little piece right here. All right, it comes off just like that. All right, just like that. So now what we have a beautiful airline chicken breast. Any upscale restaurant you will go to, we're going to trim this up so it'll look beautiful when we get ready to put it on the plate for our clients. Any upscale restaurant you will go to, this is how they would serve your chicken breast. Okay, this is the airline chicken breast or chicken supreme. All right, so I wanted to show you this. 1 second, I'll wash my hands. All right, here. I wanted to show you this because, you know, we're not wealthy people, and and when we have families, we want to find a way that we can feed our family without spending a lot of money. This is a great way to do it. You go on, get your whole chicken, learn how to break it down, and this video, having this video, you can refer to this video over and over again. If you're not sure, you go back and check it out again. All right, very important to have a sharp knife. Cut through the top of the chicken, flap it open, cut to one side of the rib bone, then cut to the other side of the rib bone to take the rib out. You can throw it away if you like. If you're not going to make anything with it, throw it away. In my situation, I'm going to make something with it. I wanted to share this. I hope you enjoy it. This is Chef Orlando. We got work to do tonight, so have a good evening. Thank you very much.